Hey tubers, Bart coming at you with the mail day. I got some good stuff in. Nothing too crazy. Still doing kind of smalls. Figuring myself out currently. See what the next path forward is. But first, I got to give y'all a shout out. Last video was nothing but Niners. Hell, I think it was nothing but Steve Young, and still got 100 views. So, shout out to all you baseball guys that somehow still suffered through all of them Steve Youngs and stuff. So, to pay you back, I do have two baseballs to show off. PWCC auction wins. K-line from 59 tops in a 4. K-line becomes the youngest batting champ. Nicely centered. A little off the left to the right as you look at it in this way, but I'm still digging it. And a nice fresh lighthouse label. And then I bet there was a bunch of these up, and I bid on a bunch, and I won 2 of them because I wasn't bidding much. Just kind of those trolling bids. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I do it. So there's an Ernie Banks winning the MVP award. And that in a PSA 4 as well. So nice, just classic cards, baseball thrills. And each one of those I got for, they were $22.50 each at auction. So I can take that. And when a sub costs you about $10 now, you know, would you pay 10, 11 bucks for a raw one of those or something like that? Yeah, I can dig that. Or even that, you know, $8 with $4 shipping or something like that on a raw one, and then sub it yourself. I'll take the grade as is. So there's your baseball. But the rest are some Niners. So Elite Series 2019 Don Russ. You'll see 2 of these. Two more of these at some point. There's a Debo Samuel and a Nick Bosa. Stupid amounts of shine on those. Not numbered, so not tough cards to pick up. So if you're a football person, see what your team's got for those. One more for then. I think this completes the rainbow here for the Garoppolo 2019 Panini XR. I have to check because I know in 2018 XR he's got a green out of 5. I really like the 2018 better because it's got the team logo in the back. I think I got one sitting here somewhere. Yeah, here's a Sherman version or whatever. So that would be a lot cooler. But for whatever reason, the guys selling the 2018 Garoppolos are holding you hostage, and the 2019's not so much. So that finishes that rainbow there. 2 more for a rainbow I don't even know how big it is, but 2019 Don Russ variation. Press proofs. There's a green, and then that silver's at a 100. Yep. So just a nice, cheap, easy rainbow. And then let's see. This is a freaking beauty right here. Check that out. Field Generals 97 finest. One of the great sets of the 90s for football, 97 finest. And I have the die cut embossed version, and embossed means it's kind of raised and makes it look etched or whatever. I got that on its way to PSA now, so those will be a beautiful matching pair. I got a good deal on that. Probably next little insert run I do is 95 finest, another classic. And the refractors, just some key players that I don't have a ton of cards, have cards in that set. And shout out to the fat guy refractor right here, Steve Wallace. And once I get them all, I'll strip that coating off and put them in mags, and they will blind you as you come into the room here on display at some point. 95 score Red Siege, Jerry Rice. I don't even know why I picked this up. I guess I kind of forgot that I had it graded already. Not sure why, but I went through a whole lot of cards over the weekend, just flipping through boxes and stuff, and realized, oh, I just bought one of those, and I've got one slabbed already. But great looking card nonetheless. And maybe I'll toss that into a Niner care package at some point. And then 2 mail day stories for you today. First one up. Been picking up the Panini Black, and then because there's a what is it? 3, 6, 9. There's like 11 dudes. I got 9 of them, and I want them out of the 25s, but I picked up them out of 3.99s just to, just to have the set, and then I can upgrade because they're, there's some of them are players that people just don't list very often to make $1, But I got a Vernon Davis out of 25 for the upgrade, and I had seen this little scratch, but this glaring crease in the middle was not there, and I just was like, I paid $5 for it shipped, so it was cheap, but I was, I was willing to take anything. The dude hit me up and said, like, let me refund you $1, $2, I don't know. I'd have taken it no matter what, because I don't feel like shipping this thing and everything back. It's $5, some days you just take the L, but I hit him up anyway. I was like, hey, I sent a picture, like, this wasn't in the listing. It doesn't look like the top loader was bent at all. And I kind of just left it open-ended. The dude hits me back up like 20 minutes later and was like, that's definitely not my card. You got the wrong guy. Oh, so there's another Panini Black Platinum 25 out of 25 just floating around out there in the abyss? Probably not so much, dude. So I was like, this is your card. This is the one you sent me. It's 25 out of 25. I can't open the case yet because for whatever reason it's not reflecting as delivered. It says arriving by today's date on there, but it did not click over to delivered on the tracking package. So once it does, then I can open the case. So there's one other player that I did get an update today that said it was delivered. It was a Dante Whitner of this. And he was at a 49 because I couldn't. Hell, I was surprised I found that one. I didn't even know it existed. And that just didn't even show up at all. So maybe it's in somebody else's mailbox. Hopefully it shows up tomorrow. I don't know. Fun mail stories for that, but thankfully they don't involve too much money. So it's the principalities of the matter at this point, right? And then I picked up a couple of these in my last video. Hell, I ain't even seen one of them. The kid ran off with one, and I ain't seen it since. But the one kid left this one laying around, so I picked this back up and brought it in here. The Thor from 1990 Marvel Universe. Got it in Mint 9 because it's just too easy of a deal on a Mint 9. And I did pick up a Hulk as well. So I try to hype my kids up. The video games I let them play, they're all got the superheroes in them, the superhero Lego games and stuff like that. I didn't have any of this stuff as a kid. I didn't really know anything about it. Comic books. Dad didn't take us to movies or anything like that, so I just think it's too much fun as a kid to be around superheroes and the colors of it and just the art behind it. I think it's cool, so that's what I try to get them hyped up into that. But I'm going to piggyback on a bunch of other people's announcements. The Palooooooza 2020. It's a thing. Check it out. thehobbypalooza.com. A whole bunch of the big names in the hobby here, as far as us locally and YouTube, are getting together for the weekends. 1 week from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and putting on basically streaming content. You'll just channel hop between the hours and pick up on different guys pushing different content. It should be pretty cool. A whole lot of guys doing a lot of things. If you're sub to me, you're sub to the whole crop of them. Mike, baseball card collector, was nice enough to hit me up and said, hey, you want to be on the hour that I'm doing? So shout out to him for pandering a little bit and letting some of those football guys participate a little bit. But he wanted to do one on the PSA set registry. I may or may not have about 5,200 PSA cards slabbed. So I know a few things about the registry and building sets and all of the things in between. And I'm a Facebook group admin for the PSA Sports Card Collectors group, which got about, 7,000-8,000 people in it now. So I like to dabble in the PSA set registry. So I'm happy he hit me up and will let me participate in that. That should be a good time, and I'm looking forward to all the content that the other fellows are pushing. So hit up Mike, check out Mike Baseball Card Collector's page for the full official announcement. But I'll toss a link in the video at the bottom, as well as toss a link to the website as well. Kind of gives you the breakdown, the schedule, so you know who to track, or if you can't make all of it, obviously, because we all have lives and things like that, you can check out which ones you want, and there's a schedule and a calendar already there laid out for you. So that should be cool, because unfortunately we can't do the national at least this time of year. We'll see what happens in December. I have absolutely no idea whether I'll make it in December or not, but this was the first national I was going to go to. I had it set in stone. I had the plane tickets, had the reservation, and then all of this went down, right? It is what it is. Changed a whole lot of people's plans and things like that, but we can't let it divide us. We can still come together, boys. So let's do this, the Hobby Palooza. Let's look forward to it. Thanks for watching. Later.